Okay, we should probably have that talk because we haven't had that talk. Gods can be pretty mean and vicious. So here goes. You guys ready? This is how fun it's going to be the 666. If the 666 laughed that I was raped in death as a god, their soul is methodically slaughtered and overkilled and shoved full of this weird, stinky, gross shit that comes out of their private parts and their pores and more. So yes, if you have a sexual partner and they stink like shit, unimaginable shit, unbearable shit you cannot stomach or tolerate, they have thought it was funny. The sickening disgust of rape within death of dead god reality. Or worse. The more disgusting their shit stink gets, the worse crimes they were actually committing. Gods have brought your shit really does stink to life. And when you're going to rape god death, you need to have body parts that are just the most sickening things ever known. This is crime against God. It's the worst crimes that exist. So the punishments are just really horrifying. But hey, everyone knows not to do anything against God. And, everyone knows not to do anything against like a Jesus statue. Or remember when the nativity scene was destroyed in Balboa? Everybody felt that bad feeling that you don't fuck with some God nativity scene or any God stuff. People know not to do it, so they know they get what they deserve. Because, crimes against God are the worst crimes, and they knew they weren't probably going to get to go somewhere nice and fun like prison. They've read the stories of Sodom and Gomorrah, and that was not even crime against a God directly. So, yeah. If they thought it was funny that I've been murdered more than once, their soul gets slaughtered within this putrid death of the soul that has this real overdone death stink that's really sickening and horrifying. Their eyes start to look like living damnation and living death. And you can tell they never die once, but always kind of perpetually die and are stuck in it. And then, of course, you can see the 666 at night, but sometimes as it gets stronger, even during the day. The 666 has all of their literal crimes and the punishments emanating from their forehead. So the 666 is their forehead criminal reality. And everything they've done and all the punishments that they have to face for what they've done. Emanates like a big screaming spiritual message connected to the 666 on their forehead. Now, remember that bad people don't know. Only everybody else does. So a bad person can stink like shit and will act like they literally don't know what you're talking about. Only the living understand the death and destruction of the dead. The dead are already dead, so they will just believe whatever they believe. They die forever. Because they die forever and never live, it's not important to help them to see reality. They don't live anyway. So they often will never be completely in reality. Now, do you remember the end of the world books where it said there would be like a UPC symbol or a tracking on all humans? The United States, Dubai, and more did that in secret around the world a long time ago. So you all have a scary tracking device inside of yourselves. You all carry the mark of the beast or the Antichrist tracking devices already. Medical experts have already found this fact out. However, the mark of the beast that you all have stuck to yourselves cannot be removed. And they made sure of it. Now, in the books, in the end of the world books, the mark of the beast And this weird UPC technology was going to be like stuck in your wrist or stuck in your hand or stuck somewhere in your head. They decided where to put it. And like I said, medical experts know, but they decided to hide your tracking reality thing. And they decided not to use it to help you live in a system. So why did they put it in your, why were they going to put it in your wrist and stuff like that? Because they were going to pretend to be like Hitler and get you all to sign up. But they realized nobody wanted to sign up. So just like a Hitler camp, they wanted you to get tagged with numbers and stuff. But they realized it's too hard to try to control all of humanity like that. So they put these tracking things inside of everyone in secret. Do they know every human on this earth? Can they easily look through your eyes or affect your brain? Yes. Is it that scary? Yes. Medical experts realize it can't be removed. So that's very terrifying. So don't fixate on what I'm saying. Instead, remember, I'm only saying it so you could go to my queen, my queen, my queen. If you think or say my queen, my queen, my queen, morning and night, the gods can fuck all that shit up. Once again, if you think or say my queen, my queen, my queen, morning and night, the gods can just make sure that this tracking thing can't do anything to you. This tracking thing can affect your brain, affect your health, affect anything. But like I said, if you just do your my queen, my queen, my queen, morning and night, you don't have to worry which Russian roulette is going to hit you and what day the United States just wants to pick on you. You won't have to worry about it if you just stay close to the gods. And that's the only reason I'm bringing it up. And I'm bringing it up so the Bible studies and the truth and the realities could be a little bit more up to date to help warn or educate or empower people. So I'm happy to ask the children of God to think or say my queen, my queen, my queen, and find out as much as you want to find out about all this kind of stuff in the end of the world and how the whole Bible thing, all the books of the end of the world, everything's already playing out or played out. And it'd be nice if some churches or somebody actually could reflect the truth. So mostly I'm begging the children of God, churches that aren't the devil's, anywhere out there that wants to add the real truth and not just the hype of what they have heard throughout Bibles and books all this time, to try to help people. Thanks.